We have to make a batter first. And this is a yeast batter. So you want to start with, a quarter of a cup of warm water, somewhere in the vicinity of 110 to 115 degrees. You know, in Italy, they can use very hot water with yeast. And now we need some yeast. This is just active, dry yeast. I use a lot of yeast, so I buy a lot of it. No sense buying a little package if you're using a lot of it. A teaspoon of yeast dissolved in the water. So we dissolve that. And then with this, we want some olive oil. So here's 2 tablespoons of olive oil, extra virgin olive oil. A half a cup of dry white wine goes in. Get that all mixed really well. Now an egg. 1 egg. And have ready a half a cup of sugar. So get that all well mixed. And then you want to put in your flour. A cup of flour, remember, measured correctly by that sprinkle and sweep method. Or if you want to weigh it on a scale, that's even better. So there's our flour. Now it's best to do this early in the day because this has to sit around for about an hour. So get this mixture nice and smooth. And then you want to cover that. You want to cover that with a piece of plastic wrap. And just put it off to the side somewhere for about an hour. An hour and a half. Somewhere ideally where it's about 75 degrees or so. And since I was in the kitchen early, here is the prepared batter that's been sitting around for an hour. And look at that. You see how nice that has thickened up some. So before you start, in a heavy-duty pot, or if you have a deep fryer, that's even better, you want to heat vegetable oil, not olive oil, vegetable oil, like a canola oil, to 375 degrees. And you want to have ready a tray, a bake dish, lined with a bag or some paper towels, because as you make these, you have to drain the apples before you sugar them. So we got to get all set up here. So now we want to test this oil to make sure this is where it should be. So I just take a little drop of oil in there, and if it just comes to the surface right away, I know that's ready, and I know we're ready to go. So I'm going to turn up the heat now on this and show you how this goes. So you take the apple slices and you dip them completely in that batter. You see that? Get the excess off and then put them right into the oil. So let me do a few of these, because you can never just eat one of these. This is like a street food. It's wonderful. So there's the second one going in. Here's a couple more. You can get a couple dozen out of this. This is really so simple to do, and it's best eaten warm. I cut these about 1/4 inch thick. All right, so now those are just going to take some time to brown up. Oh, look at this. Beautiful, beautiful. That one's not quite ready, but they're starting to get nice and brown. I'm going to turn those over now. So once they are nicely browned, shake off that excess oil and take them out onto that waiting tray which has the paper to drain them. I'll take one more out and show you what you do with this next. Look at how beautiful that one looks. Oh, it's just worth waiting for these things, isn't it? Get out a small little dish, because these are best eaten warm now. And let me bring them over after they're drained. One for you and one for me. You take a little bit of confectioner's sugar, put it right over the apple slices, And there you have it.